You weren't supposed to find out how bad your family was. You weren't supposed to find out about all the deception, the lies, the manipulation, the guilt tripping. You weren't supposed to find out about all that stuff. When you start uncovering things and you start unmasking people, they look a whole lot different, don't they? I think on my healing journey, the thing that I've run into the most wasn't the issue. It was me acknowledging the issue. A lot of us spend our entire lives trying to be the people our families want us to be. When come to find out, it doesn't matter if we're those people or we are who we are all along. They're still going to be upset with us, right? A lot of the people in our families need to do some serious soul searching and find out why they find so much opposition in us being genuinely who we are. It's sad to think how many beautiful families are broken up because they want us to be something we're not. And they're comfortable being things that they aren't. As someone who's gone no contact, and this year will be 2 years, it's been very hard and difficult watching my partner go through it with her own family. There are so many things that go left unsaid. There's so many things that you don't get to do. The thing that no one wants to talk about is the responsibility of morals and ethics, emotional health and mental health. All of that solely relies on the daughter. I just want to tell you right here and right now, none of that was your responsibility. A lot of us have people in our lives who would rather bargain their love, make their love transactional, than to just encompass you in it. They want to mess with you, they want to hurt you, they want to come at you sideways, but they still want your help. They still want you to be compassionate. They still want you to be emotionally available. And it gets tiring. Sometimes you just want to throw your hands up in the air and say, do you ever get tired of this? No, like for real. Are you tired of playing these mental games with me? Are you tired of this emotional manipulation? Are you tired of this mental manipulation? Then they want to come out and say, well, it's not that. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. I have found an immense amount of peace not talking to my family. And I recognize that a lot of you all will never understand what that feels like. I get so tired of hearing people say, well, that's still your mom, that's still your dad, that's still your sister, that's still your brother, blah, blah, blah. No, those are people who hurt me. It doesn't matter what the familial title is. They're a person. They found joy in hurting me. So I made a choice. See, the thing that I really want to get out in this video is you have more power than you realize. And there are a lot of us who are in families in which they try to make you believe that you're powerless. They want to feel like they have rule or dominion over you. And yes, a lot of them are aware of what they're doing. They're very aware that they're putting their love on a pedestal, and when you don't do something for them, they can just take it away. But it doesn't matter because you're still going to come back. You always do. How does the song go? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. The people who have put you through hell could not handle the same hell if you did it to them. I always tell my girlfriend, your family couldn't handle being you. They really couldn't. You give them a slight taste, and you don't even do it intentionally. You give them a slight taste of their own medicine, and now they're rolling on the floor, kicking and screaming, crying, throwing up. A lot of us don't realize that we're mentally bound to our families. How will this make us look? How are people going to receive me not doing this? How are people going to see me not doing that? But then at some point, you realize they're not as big as you made them. A lot of us have yet to admit that our families want to act like they're our God. They want to act like they control the things that we have, especially in religious households. A lot of people don't go to church to be with their community, to fellowship. A lot of them go to learn new tactics and new ideas to harm their children. A lot of them want justification as to treating their child so horribly. And don't get me started on mental bondage, emotional bondage. We all know when you're in an environment in which everyone is telling you you can't do something, after a while you start believing you can't do it. That's why a lot of us have been stuck in the mindset that we'll never be able to fully get away. We'll never be able to break away. That's why a lot of us stay too long. We try to fix it for too long. We try to save it for too long. I saw this clip earlier today, And this woman said, when you're being treated poorly, know that even if you work harder, that doesn't mean they're going to treat you better. I think a lot of people in my generation are really starting to realize that. So please, anybody watching this video, not just daughters, anybody who's been affected by family trauma, generational pain, you will not turn into a pillar of salt doing what's best for you. We have to release ourselves from the idea and the notion that us doing things for ourselves is ultimately going to be our undoing.